Well, let's talk Olympics of sorts. This past weekend, more than 1,000 students were at Kenston High School to compete in a big science Olympiad tournament, one of several that they'll take part in this year. So for this week's Growing STEM, we talked to students about giving up their Saturday for science. It's a competition for the curious mind. The 18th annual Kenston Science Olympiad Invitational brings 72 teams from Ohio, Michigan, and New York together to see who is the best.
For some students, this is their thing. You know, they're while other kids might be competing in sports and things like that, like this is their thing. And so it's really nice to have that outlet.
Launching helicopters to see how long they'll fly, programming robots to navigate a maze, or working in a lab. There are 23 events in all for both middle and high school participants. For senior and future biomedical engineer Caitlin Morris, competing in Science Olympiad has been a yearly tradition.
Kenston's pretty cool. It's our second in-person invitational because we do Northview as well. So it really helps us get more of a feel of where we're going to be for later on in the season.
There are two categories of events: tests, like those students take in school, and builds, where students create something, like a car, and must engineer a task on the spot after months of preparation.
We start in about September, October area, and that's when we start our events. We start like thinking up designs for the car, like started doing the coding and stuff so that we can get enough practice with it.
Each event is timed, so the pressure is on to perform. And while the students want to win, they know they're learning valuable skills.
In order to win, we need to build a solid work ethic, and that really helps us understand. And that's a real-life skill that continues way past just science competitions.
With more than 1,000 students participating, the Kenston Invitational is one of the largest tournaments in Northeast Ohio. The goal is to make it to regionals and then ultimately the state competition.
Teams from Ohio consistently go to nationals and place very well. The teams that are at this invitational right now are competing against some of the best teams in the state and also in our region.
All while growing their love of science.
Good for them.
Yeah, love that. Well, the Science Olympiad competitions wouldn't be possible without the dedicated coaches and volunteers who give their time to help the students. And those helicopters that the students launched, some flew for over 2 minutes. It's just incredible. That's just as long as the story that you just saw.
That's impressive.
Isn't that?
Good for them.
Yeah.
Love stuff like that.
Not quite a solar oven, but we're getting there.
No.
This one,
Yeah.
Science Olympiad winner in the olden days.
Yeah. Back in my my elementary school days.
Okay.
I did make a major mistake, though. One of the judges asked a question of me, and I didn't know the answer, so I fudged it. And in the report, when he wrote, you know, what he thought of my report, he said, "This is really good, blah, 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 but some of these facts you might want to double check."
Yeah.
That's okay. This is my first lesson in being a journalist.
You still got a superior, though.
I was very proud of that,
Well
yes.
done.
Very impressive.
Very proud. Made a solar oven and cooked a TV dinner
Okay.
in it.
Well, we need some type of heat for this evening. Today, not quite a record low.